Full disclosure, I don't know who's going to the Super Bowl just yet. Give me a few more days to figure it out. We can, though, officially cross off the Pittsburgh Steelers from contention, or I guess, more accurately, they've crossed themselves off. Yet, not even 2 months after watching Aaron Rodgers shrink against a playoff-level team, the Steelers' stated plan for 2026 is to wait out Aaron Rodgers. That's 40-something Rodgers, which in football terms means Rodgers is old. His kryptonite is any defense with a pass rush. He wasn't bad in 25. He wasn't great in 25. He was fine. But you'd have to be high on horse pace to think he's going to get better or even be as good next season. Yeah, Texans fans may be feeling similarly uninspired right now, but it's at least plausible C.J. Stroud improves. Only 2 QBs, meantime, over the age of 40 have ever even started a Super Bowl, and both of them are named Tom Brady. I guess Rodgers could change his name to Tom Brady, but I don't know if that would really change anything. Either way, Pittsburgh's already seen the Rodgers show, and we know how it ends. And that specifically is sometime before next February. This has nothing to do with Rodgers sometimes saying offensive things. Don't care. I just wish more NFL teams couldn't defend him. If a movie performs well, they'll make a sequel or maybe 3 sequels and probably a prequel. And within a decade or so, they'll remake it with other actors. But if a movie stinks, we laugh at it and just move on. Unless it really, really stinks. Then we laugh forever. Like we do with the Jets. And also the Browns. Now the Steelers don't stink. They're just becoming forgettable and we're about to move on. What also allegedly stinks? The QBs in this year's class. But here's the thing, a year ago we were told that QB class stunk and the teams would be wise to wait for this class with Arch and Lenora Sellers and Drew Aller. What I'm getting at is a lot can change in a year unless you don't change. Then you just stay the same, which is good if you're good, bad if you're bad. And unlike Goldilocks' pals, being in the middle is not just right. It's just all right, as in okay, which gets you nowhere. I get the skepticism about Malik Willis, Mac Jones, Kirk Cousins et al. There's none needed where Aaron Rodgers is concerned, though, because we already know what it's going to look like with Aaron Rodgers. We know how the story ends, and it ain't in the Super Bowl. It's projected Willis is going to get at least $60 million over 2 years. Okay, that's what QBs get. He's a gamble because he hasn't played enough? Yeah, well, if you're the Steelers, you're way past good, sober bets at the $5 craps table. The hour is late. Time for an indecent proposal. You need to act like that movie character who needs to make $38,000 by sunup. You better get to the roulette wheel and spin. If QB Ty Simpson is on the board at 21, you better take him, Steelers. He's the starting quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide. By definition, his pedigree is high enough. And McCarthy's specialty is supposed to be developing QBs. Work with him and Will Howard. He's a crapshoot, Jens, but at this point, no bad ideas. Who else would I want? Kyler Murray, who's only got 1 year of guaranteed loot coming his way. The con artist spent last offseason accumulating a bounty of picks so they could go get a QB. So go get one. Get Mac Jones. Get Kirk Cousins. Anyone but the guy we now know can't get the Steelers to the Super Bowl. This isn't a Lifetime Achievement Award. It's the 2026 season. To those who say I'm wish casting for a QB, you're goddamn right I am. Meantime, it's great the Roonies refuse to tank a season, but what's the point if you're not going to try, and I mean really try, to solve the only position that matters? Let's start the show. Yes, hi and hello, my fellow football Americans. It's your old pal Dave coming at you from Miami, Florida region of Football America. Welcome to Football America, presented as ever by our pals over at DraftKings. We're having a good time here in Florida so far this week, filling in while Dan Lebitard is in Los Angeles. Coincidentally or otherwise, Jonathan Zaslow guiding the way on the Lebitard show all week. And Amin Elhassan, as always, playing the star. It's Combine week in pro football, so we aren't likely to find out very much about what's going to happen in terms of personnel beyond how fast some collegiate athletes run a 40 and other important details like that. Meantime, Mike Fuentes is in his usual spot behind the glass. It's episode number 53. Lay it on us, Mike Fuentes. Who's the best player to ever wear the number?
we had a problem coming up with some stuff for this. You told me some names before. I think Navarro Bowman was one of them. I don't know if it's the best.
You're not supposed to. I'm not supposed to betray that I'm telling them to you. This is supposed to be your own list.
It's a lot of moving parts going on here. I got this guy talking about one battle after another. I'm making a list of Quentin Tarantino characters. We're talking about Symbiotic Games. We tracked all insanity from beginning to end. I totally forgot that Jeremy Lin had lit up Kobe Bryant at Madison Square Garden.
His ass.
Yes, I totally forgot about that. So there's a lot going on, Dave.
I know Kobe didn't wear 53. Did Jeremy Lin?
Nope.
No way.
So you have nobody?
Mike Webster, Bill Romanowski.
I feel like Larry
Mike
Izzo
Webster
wore 53.
52 was Mike Webster. What's that, Zach?
Larry Izzo? I feel like Larry Izzo wore 53.
How about
Okay.
Romo Cop?
Oh, did he?
I believe he did.
Did he? That doesn't sound wrong. Artis Gilmore in the NBA.
Marquise Pouncey wore 53.
That's
Gator.
a good one.
There's always a Pouncey.
Now we're cooking with gas. I guess we give Navarro Bowman award. I think the award goes to Harry Carson with this one. Like I say, not a ton going on in pro football news. Never mind the story coming off the banks of the Three Rivers about the desperation. I don't know exactly how better to describe it than waiting out a 43-year-old man before they can make any other decisions at the only position that really matters. So instead, Zaz is, he's a jack of all trades, and Amin actually does a movie show along with. I was getting to it. I was just about to say Basketball Illuminati.
That's the basketball podcast.
But we aren't here to talk about that.
No, we're not.
Cinephile is what we want to talk about.
We're not talking about that one either.
Talking about Cinephobe.
Cinephobe.
What's Cinephobe?
Cinephobe is the podcast where Zach Harper and I watch movies that are poorly rated on Rotten Tomatoes, and we try to ascertain whether they're properly poorly rated or maybe they didn't get a fair shake. It's called Cinephobe. It's produced by Anthony Mays. You get it wherever you get podcasts.
What movie has the greatest distance between how it was perceived when it came out and how good it actually is to your eyes?
Ooh, that's a great
In the history of the show, surely you've arrived at this is our greatest champion.
So, I'll give you one that I don't think a lot of people will know or remember. Maybe you will. Johnny Be Good.
Sure, I remember Johnny Be Good.
With Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr. and Jennifer Tilly, I believe. And it is rated 0% Rotten Tomatoes. All the critics hated it. They all didn't like it. But when we read the reviews, we discovered they didn't like it because it showed a seedy underbelly to college sports that the writers of the day did not believe. That there would be an open bidding war with sneaker companies and money and women and all sorts of things.
So they didn't think it was realistic.
Yeah, they were like, this doesn't happen. And it's like, it turns out you watch it now, it's like, this is exactly how it happens. It's very well acted. It's funny. It's got heart. Johnny Be Good. We said, look, we went into it and said, this movie's going to be terrible. And we walked out thinking, it's actually a really good movie.
That's not going to make your list, though, your top 3 greatest sports movies. We're going to dig in on lists of all kinds as movies go. First of all, hello properly to Jonathan Zaslow, host of Zaslow Show 2.0. What a pleasure to see you.
Thanks, Dave.
One thing we have to do as well is, because Amin and I have been talking about this for several months now, we have to do a Tarantino character draft. So we're going to get to that.
Favorite.
But you know what? Let's start right at the easiest, at the foothills before we begin our ascent here. And I'm going to start with you, Zaslow. Just, easy peasy. Do you want to do your 3 favorite football movies or sports movies in general?
I think sports movies in general.
Go ahead.
Open it up, yeah.
Well, number 1 for me is easy. I've told you guys this recently. Miracle is my all-time favorite.
You guys love this movie.
Who we playing, Rammer?
So my all-time favorite is Miracle. I think probably number 2, I would go Major League. It's still so funny. I mean, every time you watch it, it's such a great movie. Number 3 starts to get a little tougher for me. Trying to think, what would I have as number 3? Throw me a couple.
Moneyball. I was going to say Moneyball.
No, I don't think it would be in my top 3. I like it a lot.
I love Moneyball.
Are you a little Giants guy?
No, I'm not a little giant. I mean, maybe we go Sandlot. Sandlot could be
Sandlot's
number
great.
3. Either Sandlot or Field of Dreams.
You're a sweet fella.
Thank you.
Sentimental.
Yeah.
Is what I'm
Field
picking
of
up.
Dreams,
We've
come
got
on,
some
yeah.
bad Field of Dreams juju in here.
Sucks. Movie sucks.
Oh my god.
I hate people that say
Boring
that,
as hell.
Zaz.
Shame
I'm with you,
Movie
dude. I
sucks.
love Field of Dreams.
I know
man.
Amin's with me.
Shame
Amin's
on
with me.
you.
Look at me smiling.
Hate Field of Dreams?
Yeah, it's not good. Thank you. It's boring. That's exactly what it is. Boring.
I'm romantic about baseball, so I just love Field of Dreams.
Well,
Like,
I'll get
there's
to
something
mine
magic
in a
about it.
second. I mean, go ahead. Your top sports movies. In fact, I can do football for you while you consider Jerry Maguire, Heaven Can Wait.
Okay, hold on.
Wait.
You're counting Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, so you subscribe.
sure.
You subscribe to Jerry Maguire being a sports movie.
What
It's a
is?
sports
I mean, it's about
rom-com.
a
romance.
sports agent.
It's,
I mean,
it's kind of sports adjacent, I would say. It's a rom-com where the guy's job just happens to be a sports agent.
I don't know if you would call it a rom-com.
It definitely is a rom-com. 100%
I
a
mean,
rom-com.
please Heaven Can Wait and All the Right Moves is the greatest football movie, and why I revere some sports movies above all others is because the guys playing the sport look like they've played the sport before. That is a major detail for me. It's why Hoosiers is great. Whether or not you like the Gene Hack, I mean, how would you not enjoy Gene Hackman and Dennis Hopper in that picture? But those guys don't just look like high school basketball players. They look like high school basketball players in 1952.
In the 50s.
They do that forward Bob Cousy, dribble it in front of them, two-handed set shots and all that.
Yeah.
Not Jimmy Chitwood, but all the other cats on the team.
I recently rewatched Heaven Can Wait. I used to watch that movie all the time when I was a kid. I loved it as a kid. I rewatched it. I was wondering, would it hold up? And the story holds up. But then when you see them play football, you're like, okay, maybe we could have cast a little better here.
But Diane Cannon and Chuck Grodin steal the whole picture.
do,
They're
yes.
hysterical in it, right?
Yes, as the people who plotted the death of whatever the guy's name
Buck
was.
Henry, what a cast.
Yeah. I'm gonna go backwards 3-1. And since Jerry Maguire qualifies, my number 3 is Forget Paris.
Oh, great movie.
Great movie.
Incredible
Okay,
cameos.
has its moments, yeah.
Great movie. It has its moments. I don't like the way you undercut it there. It's a great movie.
I like the old man who reads all the signs as they drive by them.
That's my dad. That's my dad. Number 2.
You want it? You got it. Toyota.
Number 2. This is, I mentioned it during Lebertard show this week. Blue Chips. You want a movie where people look like they play the sport. Hey, they went out and got actual college basketball players to play, or guys who were recently college basketball players, including a game where Bobby Knight coaches one team and Rick Pitino coaches the other. And as they're playing, they actually played basketball. They just played basketball and shot it. But then there's one scene where someone has to cut backdoor and they throw alley-oop to Shaq and he catches it and dunks it. And Bobby Knight refused. He's like, how am I? We're just going to give up a backdoor cut? Like, yeah, it's just the scene. We need this to happen. Like, no, we would never do that.
It's a work. Come on.
Yeah, no,
I'm spiritually against that movie because they put, I don't know who's even supposed to be more offended, which fan base should be more outraged. Bobby Hurley, I'm an Indiana University graduate.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Hurley playing for the Hoosiers makes me sick in my balls. But then again, I don't like seeing Calbert Cheney and Matt Nover and whoever else playing for whatever that team was even called, Big State, right?
The Dolphins. They were
The Dolphins.
They were the Dolphins.
Feh. I didn't care for it.
And then my number
Go ahead,
one.
go ahead.
My number one, and you'll never move me off this position. White Men Can't Jump. It is such a well done movie. I also recently rewatched it again. Every part of it, comedy, danger, stakes, romance, all of it comes all together. Great performances by Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, who had to learn how to play basketball.
I was just going to say, that's its failing. Its shortcoming is Wesley Snipes clearly does not know how to play basketball.
Let me just
I
say,
thought he
what about
pulled it
Jack
off
Harlow?
then.
for someone,
Jack Harlow good in that
stop
one?
you. That does not exist. For someone who had never played basketball in his life,
I thought he passed.
he passed absolutely as a street ball player. Obviously, like they didn't put him in college or in the pros, but as a street ball player, absolutely.
I'm
Okay.
changing my number 3. My number 1, Miracle. Number 2, Major League. Number 3, Friday Night Lights. That's my list.
I've never seen Friday Night Lights.
It's very good. It's very good.
I saw-
TV show's better.
I saw
but-
Varsity Blues, and for years I thought that was Friday Night Lights.
No, it's a really good movie.
Can I tell you that Varsity Blues to me is probably one of the most overrated movies of all time?
Wow, he just died.
I know that
He
doesn't
just
mean
died,
doesn't mean
Mike.
the movie isn't overrated.
You didn't like the whipped cream?
The
On
only part that I like is when James Vanderbeek looks at his dad and he goes, "I don't want your life."
I don't want your life.
Yeah.
Quickly, because we have important business to get to, my list goes Slapshot. I'm not even sure the
It's
order.
a fun movie.
It's more than fun. It's
a fun movie.
It's a spectacular movie, and you must put it into the context of Paul Newman being the biggest movie star in the world,
Sure.
and him choosing to make a movie about a minor league hockey
Sure.
team.
Do you
How
like-
bold that must have been in the moment.
Do you like Mystery Alaska?
No.
I love that movie.
You like those Disney ass movies? You like Glory Road too?
No, I never seen it because I wouldn't like it.
Because it's black people.
brought the house down behind the glass there. I mean, also The Natural, underrated. It somehow has slipped into this space of being underrated. The story of Roy Hobbs is splendid. And Hoosiers, I got a little bit of a stink eye from you, Amin. I've talked to, as I understand
this seems
it.
biased. This seems biased.
I love Hoosiers, Dave.
I don't think it holds up.
You love
I
Bruce
love Hoosiers.
Springsteen? You probably
I've
love
heard
Bruce
that there-
I do like Bruce Springsteen.
I've heard there are some racial concerns with that. I understand that when the Indiana Pacers, in fact, would wear the Hoosiers throwback, the fictional throwback uniforms, some of the players legitimately argued, I don't want to have to wear this.
that. Yeah. No.
You remember that?
Yes, I do. Hoosiers is not a good movie.
I don't think it holds up.
Also,
You don't like Rudy either, do
Hoosiers,
you? I mean,
Hoosiers is the absolute Rudy. Ask Joe Montana about Rudy. That movie's just fiction. It's just a work.
Well,
Hoosiers, I would say about Hoosiers. Hoosiers is the reason why every dumb NBA fan thinks their coach should be up with a piece of paper and yelling at people and walking around, and that's coaching. They and this includes NBA owners. They think that's coaching. They don't. The performativeness of Gene Hackman, who did a good job because it's a movie, but it brainwashed a generation of people thinking, "Oh, that's what coaching looks like," when it's not.
I hope women who watch that movie, young women, weren't influenced by Barbara Hershey, who apparently is so desperate for a lover that she'll settle for a man who's apparently twice her age, and the only thing she knows about him is she doesn't like him from the jump, as you'll recall.
Yep.
But then she gets to know him a little bit, and so she goes to the library and unearths the fact that he smacked around one of his players, and this is the one that tips her over, like, oh yeah, I gotta have him. What the hell's going on with Hershey's character?
A little element of danger there. By the way, honorable mention. This is a movie that did not do well. It was not critically reviewed well, but The Scout. Albert Brooks, a young Brendan Fraser
From the Middle East.
Steve Nebraska.
Oh, the Midwest. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
The best sports movie, by definition, it's the best sports movie because it's in the conversation for best movie ever, maybe the best documentary ever, Hoop Dreams.
Yes, but I have a quibble. Hoop Dreams, amazing. In the running for best documentary ever, but because it's a documentary, do we actually put it up against movies, man? Like,
Okay, fair.
Movies are like things we made up.
Let's get to the main event here. Before Mike Fuentes just got in my ear and said he wants to share some.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of sports movies
Like
that
what?
we overlooked. A League of Their Own.
Good movie.
very
The
good.
Fighter.
Good movie.
Longest Yard, the old version.
We should shout out Rocky.
I was going to say,
right?
nobody said Rocky.
No, Rocky is another one we missed. We went right over.
3.
That's a good question.
the Bad-
Zaslow,
the
if
Bad
we
News
had
Bears?
all the Rocky pugilists in their respective primes, we have a big tournament. Who wins it?
Great question. All of them in their prime.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Might be Apollo.
It's got to be Apollo.
Might be
It's
Apollo.
Creed. It's the Count of Monte Fisto.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to make a case for Drago. Well, as a reminder,
was in his
Drago
prime.
is
He
in
lost.
his prime,
He lost.
fights old man Balboa
Yeah.
and loses to him. So Creed would make quick work of him.
Also, on the juice.
He's juicing, and then people say, "Well, but they did go head to head. Creed fought Drago in that he showed up for an exhibition that night. He didn't know what he was getting into. Drago showed up with malintent. He committed a murder that night. He got manslaughter at minimum.
Now that we're talking about boxing movies. Well, one more time.
I was gonna channel my inner Coming to America and say Apollo Creed was like 75 years old when he fought that fight.
That's right. That's right. The same goes for when he met Balboa, even in the first one.
Yep.
How about the movie Warrior? That's the MMA movie.
movie.
Tom Hardy.
Haven't
That's
seen
a
it.
great
great
movie.
movie.
Is it?
Nick Nolte, I think he was nominated for an Academy Award for that movie.
Might have been. I'll look it up.
That's a great movie, Warrior.
All right, we'll see what else we have time for, but I don't want to let the moment come and go here without getting to why we're sitting down for this.
Joel
primarily.
Edgerton.
What the hell is
love
Joel
that.
Edgerton?
He's the actor.
He's the kid from the.
He played Elton John in.
Yeah.
I always
No,
get
that's
their-
Taron Egerton.
Yes, I
that's
was
Taron
right.
Egerton.
I get their names mixed up, but I was
Taron
right.
Egerton.
I was
Yeah, I got
right.
him mixed up right now too. So.
I was right.
Here we go. We're going into it. It's the Quentin Tarantino character draft in the first category. Here's what we'll do. I haven't really fully come up with the rules just yet, but we'll go around the wheel here. We have Mike Fuentes behind the glass. Gino Fuentes had to go home. He has some sick people under his roof. So in his stead, Ethan Badowski, our go-to fill-in producer behind the glass, and everybody on this side. And the first category is, I say we do a 2-round draft for each of the 3 categories
draft?
I have. Snake draft.
right.
Let's snake draft it. And Zaslow, since you asked that question, you get the honors. You go first.
Wow.
First category, person, Tarantino character, you wouldn't want hunting you.
Wouldn't.
You get to
want-
eliminate this person being your hunter.
Wouldn't want to hunt me. This is a great question. Now, you could easily look at Kill Bill and be like, all right, well, these people, they're assassins, like they're gonna be able to kill you. But I would look for the person who is going to be able to find me the easiest, all right? And in that case, I think I may go Winston Wolfe. I feel like the wolf.
Ooh, Winston.
Oh,
is
I didn't
someone
think
you
that's
call.
where you were
Yeah,
going.
me neither. But I was thinking all because you are a character doesn't mean you have character.
I feel like the wolf would be able to find me fast.
Now, to be clear, we're going to now cross Winston Wolfe off the list. He is no longer eligible to be drafted for any other category.
That's right. And I
Okay.
think that's fair because if it were a fantasy football draft, if you drafted Patrick Mahomes to be your quarterback, you wouldn't also be able to draft Patrick Mahomes in a different category. So, okay. We want to go. I'm going to have Mike and Ethan, for pace's sake, team up here. Talk it through. Second pick.
Well, this one's pretty Ethan. I gave Ethan the quick little nod. Me and him are on the same page about that. And for speed's sake, I'm just going to say we're going to take from Inglourious Bastards, Colonel Hans Landa.
This is my favorite movie of all time. Inglourious Bastards is my favorite movie of all time.
It's a great movie, and Mike Fuentes, you're saved because you have Ethan Badowski next to you, who I assume is Jewish based on the surname, which is good because he's
That
the
movie,
Jew
yeah,
hunter.
that
Nobody
movie-
said he hunts random people well.
Well, that's why I said it, because I didn't want Ethan to be put in that position. So I said,
That was my pick because I was like, that guy, because he'd have everyone around me turned against me.
correct.
All right.
Rat
He's
me
the
out.
most inevitable character in any of these movies.
It's to you, Amin.
All right, I'm going to go a little off the beaten path here.
Oh, my
I'm going to
goodness.
pick someone who
This can't happen.
who we're talking about
You had
hunting
my
me down, right?
curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Someone who's hunting me down. To me, you guys are worried about like what's going to happen when he catches me. I'm just worried about if this guy catches me. I'm going to go Max Cherry from Jackie Brown.
I love that.
Bill
I love
Bondsman.
that. The Bill Bondsman.
They'll hunt your ass
He
down.
fought- he
I
fought-
love
he
that. He's an old man with a bad toupee. This is what we're afraid of?
I got to say, out of all these movies, he's one of the guys that keeps his cool in pressure situations better than anybody.
I can't believe
Such a dark
that I
horse
have
pick.
the
I love that.
last pick and the most obvious one. What are you shaking your head about, Ethan?
I know who you're going to
Who?
pick here.
Go ahead and tell me
The
who.
Bride.
The Bride, Beatrix Kiddo.
You're
You have
goddamn
to.
right.
He's
I'm
so big
taking
on her,
proper
yeah.
name
He's so big on
Beatrix Kiddo.
That's good value.
I mean, of course, that should be the
great
first
value.
pick off the
100%.
board. Now, the next one I could go Bill. I could go with Daryl Hannah's character, but instead, how about the guy who trained them all? Who's the old guy?
Pai Mei.
Pai Mei is his name. Pai Mei is my choice. That's a great. I mean, who's beating who? That's it. I only need one of them to kill all of you.
Yeah, but they got to find me first. Which is the whole
Beatrix,
category.
Beatrix Kiddo finds everybody in every corner of the big blue marble.
She's looking for
and then
3
she
specific
kills,
people. She has the connections.
She kills all the crazy 88s at one time. I think she'll be able to make quick work all of you at once. Zaslow, you're up.
Oh, wait, why is Zaslow up? It's
Oh,
a
no,
free
I'm
draft.
sorry. Amin, it's back to you.
Yeah. I'm going to go with another character who I think a lot of people may be overlooking here because he's pretty good at finding people too.
I know who you're going with.
Who am I going with?
The dentist.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go with Lieutenant Aldo Rain.
Very good.
They find-
Very
Of
good.
course. The Apache.
The Apache. There you go. Aldo Rain, man. Scary guy.
All right.
Because they're not just going to kill you. They're going to have fun killing you. I mean, I guess if you're a Nazi, but...
Behind the glass.
Well, Dave, you tipped it off. Me and Ethan were sticking with Christoph Waltz, the dentist. Alfina saying Dr. King Schultz, the bounty hunter.
He's very good, and that brings me to another good option. Let's see if Zaslow wants to grab him in our 2-round Tarantino character you'd least want hunting you. Take it away, Zaz.
All right, really good options here. But I'm going to go with a guy who is very violent and is definitely not afraid. Hugo Stieglitz.
Oh, you switched up on me. I thought you were going somewhere else.
Hugo Stieglitz.
Boy, we could go on and on here.
Yeah.
We could do 5 rounds without blinking an eye
It's a
here. I mean,
very
Say Auf
Django.
Wiedersehen to your Nazi balls.
What about Django? What about any of the misters in Reservoir Dogs? Any of
They
them?
don't find people well.
Yeah, they're just bankrupt.
Like they're scary people,
Well,
but
Jack-
like part of this, I think, is the fear that this person will actually find me. That's why
Yeah.
I picked Max Cherry because he's actually going to find me.
That was our consensus as well. But also, Django does become a bounty hunter and quite a good one too. So Django probably the next best pick if we're doing power rankings.
All right, let's move on. I like this so far. Should we change it up and not talk about Tarantino right now?
No. Let's just change. We should change up the
category.
The category.
New category? All right, here we go. Next category in the Tarantino draft, the exact opposite of what we just did here. Person/Tarantino character you'd want to drive across the country with.
Oh wow.
I'm going to go behind the glass for the first pick in this one. I think Can I say I hate it's not the spirit of what we're doing here, but then again, every Tarantino scene is about who wins, who's superior to whom, scene for scene. So I guess I can say this. I think I just won that one pretty handily, right?
No, you
you
didn't.
guys all fair. I just got the greatest assassin on the planet Earth, and you guys took 3 I don't know who's in front of that. Okay, go ahead. You're sexist. That's the problem.
We're having some trouble here.
We're having like a little bit of like, who do we think? Because I like Rick Dalton, Hollywood superstar, star of Bounty Law.
Okay.
All right. I also like Cliff Booth,
Yeah.
his very charismatic stuntman who may or may not have killed his wife, also fought Bruce Lee
Right.
on the set of a movie. But
Can I ask you something now that you're mentioning the characters in Once Upon a Time? You have we have a list of the characters just so we can remember. And on your list of characters in Once Upon a Time, you have Charles Manson. Do you ever see Charles Manson?
Yes,
he's
he
there.
comes,
He
he
goes
visits
in-
the house in
Yeah.
the middle of the day. They're playing an album and they're dancing in the house.
Wow,
Yeah,
I do
it's very
not
quick.
Remember that.
it's
Okay.
very quick. He goes up and the guy basically says like, they don't live here anymore. Get the hell out of here.
Oh,
And he
okay.
walks away.
But
Oh, Emil Hirsch told him that, right?
Yes.
Got it.
this might just be my Pulp Fiction bias, but I'm kind of leaning towards Vince or Jules because they're just such great
I will pick
characters, and I would have so much fun hanging out with them.
I wouldn't pick Vincent Vega unless like have a hurt.
He's
for
a little
heroin
bit
or
of a
something.
weirdo.
Yeah,
Well, he's
like-
also stupid.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a little dumb, whatever. You know who else I like? Dark Horse. Nice guy.
What are you guys doing? You're
We're
running
talking
away.
about
it out on
you
air.
put
You
us
came to
together.
us first.
You put
You
us
came to
together.
us
I
first.
would have had my answer like that. Okay, you put us together. So I gotta, talk to my teammate here. I also like as a dark horse, nice guy Eddie Cabot. All right, seemed like a very fun guy when he was sitting at the diner
Who you taking?
talking about Madonna's virginity. We'll get to it.
Weirdo.
We'll get to it.
We've all seen. You should assume, Mike, that we've seen all the Tarantino movies. Ergo, we know who the characters are.
Okay, we're picking just to take him off the board. I don't want him sniped up for any other category. Such an epic character. We're gonna take Jules Winfield.
Damn. For a drive?
That's why I picked him.
I would love to hang out with him.
Jeez.
Teach me about the Bible, even though I'm Jewish.
I mean, it goes to you.
I want someone pleasant with me. Someone who we travel together, is going to have good conversation. And also, if we need to take a flight, maybe has some buddy passes. I'm going to go with Jackie Brown. Pam Grier.
You sly dog. You. I see what you're doing there.
Looking fine as hell in that movie.
Fine as hell.
Okay, I mean, if you're going for that, but I mean, this is a long distance drive. You think she's gonna be a lot of fun to talk with?
Yeah, she's pleasant. I love Jackie Brown. I love Pam Grier.
Don't have to be talking the whole time, you know what I mean? What?
I'm conflicted here because spiritually, I have somebody written down that would be interesting. I'm gonna go with the chalky answer here. I'm taking Cliff Booth.
Right?
Cliff
I mean,
Booth,
that-
You guys
great
love
pick.
Cliff Booth, man.
First character.
Great
from
character.
You
Once
don't
Upon a
love
Time.
Cliff Booth?
Cliff Booth. I was right there. I was about to overrule Ethan and be like, I want Cliff Booth.
I don't want to hang out with him.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. My pal Mark Sessler has floated the fascinating conspiracy theory that Cliff Booth is in fact Aldo Rain. Just 20 years later.
Yes, I've heard that one.
I love that.
I disproved it by the scar on Aldo Rain's neck. He has a
I still
rope
like
scar
it.
from trying to be hanged. Cliff Booth does not have that scar.
Plastic surgery.
Zaslow.
Only
In the-
two
in the 50s.
Only 2 Tarantino movies that have not had anyone drafted yet. And I am not going to be one of the first to take from those movies. I am going to hang out on a long car ride. I'm going straight to Ordell Roby. I feel like Ordell Roby is a lot of fun to talk to, a lot of fun to hang out with. He definitely has good-looking girls around him all the time, and he definitely has lots of weed.
Ordell is Sam Jackson.
Yes, so I'm going with Ordell Roby.
Oh, I hadn't really thought about that. So that might be fun. What's Fonda's name in that movie? Bridget Fonda?
Yeah, she
Talk about
is-
pleasant. Nice hang. Just
What
sitting
is
around.
her name? I don't remember.
She's not on the list.
Yeah, I don't
She
remember.
doesn't exist.
All right.
I'm tempted to go. Do I do this? I'm going to do it. What I want is somebody who can just fill my ears with great stories as we see football America from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to overthink this one. Steve McQueen.
Another dark horse pick. I was thinking, man, he's going to pick somebody. Last second I heard all these stories, Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen is in, right. I mean, he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
He's actually in there, I think, longer than Charles Manson is.
Rick Dalton would be fun too, but Steve McQueen. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, tell me
Dalton's
about
an
the Ally McGraw years, all of it.
Rick Dalton's an alcoholic, man. You don't
He really
be on a
is.
road trip with that guy.
You're driving the whole way.
He's throwing up.
A lot of stops to go to the bathroom.
I'm a little dry here, but I want to pull over.
I am going with to hang out in a long car ride. I feel like, at some point you got to go with someone who's really easy to look at. All right. And who knows?
That's what I
Maybe,
did with my pick.
maybe I put the moves on her and everything goes real well for you. Boy, I'm going Sharon Tate.
Smart.
She and your
Great pick
algorithms
just because it's Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie's beautiful.
Well, I mean, Sharon Tate wasn't half bad herself, right?
But depicted as Margot Robbie in this movie.
Like, who would you rather be on a trip with, Margot Robbie or Sharon Tate?
I'm going to say
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie, yeah.
That's the answer.
Recency bias.
You think otherwise? I'm going with
No, you're skipping. It's them.
no. They picked first.
Yeah, we
So
picked-
they're the last ones.
We picked first, second round.
So it's going to be me, and I'm going to tell you who I want. I already got a nice companion in Jackie Brown. I need some muscle though. I need someone who's going to take care of business.
Why?
Just in case, the road is a dangerous place, Dave.
Okay, all right.
I need someone
I
who's
don't mean to mock you.
Yeah, no, we're going to need someone who can take care of business. And I myself like an enlisted man because he's trained to kill. Major Marquise Warren from The Hateful Eight, which is one of my favorite Tarantino movies ever, even though everyone else hates
It's
it.
interesting. You know what? It's interesting that you say that because it is the only Tarantino movie I do not like.
I
I like it too. I mean, I didn't hate it that much.
I love it.
The only one I haven't seen though is Jackie Brown. I have yet
Brown's
to
really
see
good.
Jackie
Great
Brown.
Jackie
movie,
Brown,
man.
very good
Brown's a
movie.
great movie.
Yeah.
It is really good. So wait, behind the glass, you guys have one more pick?
We're ready to go. Our final pick here will be from the 1992 Reservoir Dogs, Mr. White, depicted by
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel.
That pain in the ass in the car with you?
He wasn't a
burning
pain in the
nails
ass.
whole
First
way?
of all, he was very-
He's 3 packs a day.
He's a professional, right? And he believed Mr. Orange, which ultimately got him killed. But
So he's a
trustworthy
dummy. He's
guy.
going to get duped. If
He's gonna take
there's
care
a
of us.
grifter, If you encounter
He's
a
gonna take
grifter
care of
out
us.
Harvey
on the road.
Keitel's just the man. Dude.
Yeah, he's gonna
it's
take
pretty
care of us.
simple. Harvey Keitel's the man.
It's got good old school jokes on
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
Person you wouldn't want to get stuck on a Ferris wheel with. We start with a mean.
Oh, this is interesting.
Because this isn't as bad as like hunting you. Because then you're going to wind up
No,
dead.
it's just someone who's going to be super annoying to be
So,
stuck
so
right.
let me say this. This isn't my pick, but it's just because it's funny. It would probably be Pumpkin and Honey Bunny together because I cannot stand people who use pet names. So if I had the pick of two, it would be those two with me.
Also, they might kill you.
Yeah, they're
At least take your wallet.
going to take my wallet. They're not going to kill. They're not killers. She peed herself. Come on, man. No. So in that case, I'm going to go with a guy I cannot trust. He's going to try to pretend to be my friend, but he's going to try to screw me over at some point. It's Oswaldo Mowbray from The Hateful Eight, played by the same guy who played Pumpkin.
Too much with the Hateful Eight.
I
right?
love that
think we
movie.
all
Because he
agree.
likes it.
I love that movie. I stand up for this movie.
Who's up then? Is it my turn now?
Sure.
It is your turn. Then it'll go to Zaz. Then it'll go back around. Oh, no. So, yeah. So we'll go all the way around to me and Ethan, and then we'll go back. So me and Ethan will get the back-to-back pick.
I want to do something bold here. Although, Marcellus Wallace, again, he might be able to, while you're sitting there in the Ferris wheel, hour number 3, he might be able to spin some dark yarns for you that really fill the bill.
Maybe-
Does he look like a bitch?
He may be able to get you out of that situation.
I like that. Right. And that's why I'm thinking about Mr. Blonde would be interesting, too. Dangerous.
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy?
He seems like if I said the wrong thing, he'd be the most likely to throw me off the Ferris wheel. Ergo, I'm going Mr. Blonde. I mean, it cuts off a guy's ear. He doesn't even know him.
Michael Madsen.
Imagine Dave Damashek sitting next to you on a Ferris wheel, how quickly you would not want to. He'd cut his own ears off, actually, is what probably would happen.
And in the universe of Quentin Tarantino, Vic Vega's brother.
That's right. Yep. Exactly right.
All right, for me,
no, he is Vic Vega.
Vincent Vega's
Vincent
brother.
Vega's brother. He's Vic Vega, correct. Yeah.
It's too bad. I wish they would make that movie. Too bad.
The
Didn't
prequel
they
to Run Up?
discuss that?
Yeah, maybe.
The Vega Brothers movie?
Now everybody's old and sad.
They can't make it anymore.
Yeah.
Madsen.
All right, to me, this is really easy. He is as despicable a character I've ever seen in a movie. I mean, just like I get angry at the sight of him every scene he's in. And of course, we're talking about from Django Unchained, Steven.
Oh, no.
Just the worst guy. I hate him so much.
Behind the glass, fellas.
The most
You're up.
despicable character.
We're going to go from Kill Bill. We're going to go with Michael Madsen's character, Bud. He's just a creep in this movie. Just weird, down on his luck, like works at a strip club, gets fired from the strip club. Just a weird frickin' dude. Would not want to sit next to this guy at all on a Ferris wheel.
Is Elle Driver the one who kills him with the Black Mamba?
Daryl Hannah, yeah.
Daryl Hannah, that's her. Somebody might want to grab her. She might bring that Black Mamba on the
But
Ferris
she's a
wheel with her.
pirate, you know?
Yeah.
One eye.
Okay, and I will take on the swing back pick. Now,
Oh, you got the swing.
yeah, I swing back pick. I was kind of up in the air because one of the characters I wanted to take is actually a much smaller character, but he is represented in one of the greatest Tarantino scenes of all time, and that is Dieter Hellstrom. Dieter Hellstrom, if you don't know, he's the Gestapo officer that's in the bar that pops off the whole three fresh Iglesias, German three.
yes.
He is the SS officer down there, but I'm kind of. I don't know, because Calvin Candy is just absolutely despicable type of human being. So basically, it's the two biggest pieces of shit in the whole
But
universe.
he's a little bit humorous, at least, Calvin Candy.
Yeah.
Hold on. He's not in this list, but
Racist
he's
slave
on
owner.
this movie. He's in this movie. How did we not crack this code? Can we take Hitler?
No,
I would not want to be on a Ferris wheel
I think
with
that's
Hitler
just. I think
or
that's just
Joseph Goebbels.
I think that's just a given. But I'm picking between a Gestapo officer and a racist slave owner.
Tough call.
Tough call. Yeah.
Tarantino, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They're both pretty bad. Who I wouldn't want to be on? Yeah, I'm gonna say. Fuck, I put myself in a real hole. I'm gonna take Hellstrom
Yes.
just because of the language barrier.
Yeah.
So, and the whole thing about being the evil scourge of Europe in the 40s is pretty terrible. So we're gonna go Dieter Hellstrom there.
To Zaslow.
All right, who do I not want to be around? So, Pulp Fiction is my favorite movie, but there is only one scene in the movie that I'm bored out of my skull every time it's on.
What scene is that?
And that's why we are going with Captain Coons. The watch stuck up the ass.
You think
That's a boring scene?
I'm so bored with it every time. So Captain Coons, he's going to bore my ass off. I don't want to be stuck with him.
Wow. I'm stunned by your response
He held
to
this
him.
watch up his ass.
I was thinking military myself, but I would love to hear what Lieutenant Archie Highcox has to say. Is that his name?
Yeah, that was that.
Close.
The
Archie,
guy who does the wrong three.
Yeah, Archie Hickox, Michael Fassbender's character.
Fassbender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is so good.
He's a film critic, specializes in German cinema.
Boy, but I mean,
German
he
cinema.
I would want to ride on a Ferris wheel with him, right? He'd be great.
Fascinating character.
You would think he'd be a lot of fun to kibitz with.
He'd have some stories about how he rode on a mountain down Pittsburgh, which was total bullshit.
By the way, underrated cameo in that movie, Mike Myers.
Mike Myers.
Great cameo.
Me and Dave were just talking about him the other day. That is such an underrated scene. And then he actually uses a good Daveism where he goes, "You're going to meet up with these bastards. They're damn the devil," or something like that. I'm like, that's something Dave would say.
Where is I'm trying to find one other. Oh, what is her name in Inglourious Bastards? The
Von Hammersmark.
Van Hammersmark.
Yeah, she's there.
Bridget
Bridget
von
von
Hammersmark.
Hammersmark.
Yeah,
She's the fourth name in Inglourious Basterds.
Right above Donnie.
She can join
Shut
me.
up, slut.
I'd like to show her my America. Like I need her for the long distance drive. Why you react that way? Like I said something dirty. I didn't. I just was trying to be a nice tour
we
guide
know
to a
you
visitor
implied.
from the other side of the Atlantic.
Are you going with
That's
Von
all.
Hammersmark?
I am going to go with this is somebody who I don't want
Yes.
to be hanging out with. Here's a good one. The the main guy, the boss in Reservoir Dogs. Look at you guys making me all upset. After this job's over, we'll have a big laugh. I'll be a lot of fun.
Joe Cabot is his
Cabot.
name.
Why can't we pick our own colors?
Yeah.
No way, no way.
Because he's a guy.
Mr.
Mr. Purple's a guy on another job.
It's another job. I don't want to hear. Over here, he does like that.
Everybody fights over who wants to be Mr. Black.
That guy's a drag. I don't want to hear from him.
Well, why do I have to be Mr. Pink?
Yeah. Sounds like Mr. Pussy. Well, Mr. Brown sounds like Mr. Shit. Yeah.
I mean,
Underrated scene in that movie,
right,
by the way.
so-
Underrated scene.
These are candidates that I said no to. So these aren't my answers. Since I'm the last pick, I can now start naming names. Mr. Pink, because he's annoying. I don't want him around.
But he was funny.
Is that
though.
Buscemi? Is Buscemi
Yeah,
Mr.
Buscemi.
Pink? Yeah,
He's
He's
his
gonna be
character.
bitching about everything.
He did bitch a lot.
We're
yeah.
stuck in a thing. He's gonna no. Mia Wallace, smackhead. She's gonna get withdrawals. She needs her stuff.
She's got good conversation, though.
Yeah, well, but
Yeah, but you know what?
cokehead conversation that I
You
want.
you do the wrong thing. You touch your feet.
Yep.
Marcellus Wallace coming to see you.
Gonna come get me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm
So-
not saying.
I'm the foot fucking master. No
That's what I was
tickling or
about to
nothing.
say. Another great scene is when they're talking about giving a foot massage.
No
and he goes
tickling
to
or nothing.
and he goes to Vincent. He goes, giving a girl a foot massage ain't the same as sticking your tongue in the holiest of holes.
Daisy Domergue is another one. She's an annoying, disgusting,
Gross.
toothless,
Gross.
racist hag. Right?
Such a hag.
That's what she is. So she was in the running, but I'm ultimately gonna go with Calvin Candy, man. That guy, he's awful. He's an awful human being. Hilarious. Don't get me wrong. That's one of my favorite DiCaprio roles ever. But man, that character, I would not want to spend any time with him.
who would be, and this doesn't have to get filthy. This doesn't have to go into any adult ratings. Which Tarantino character would you most want to date? You have to stay with her for at least 3 years.
Ooh.
So now this allows you to avoid
Is this draft or we're just yelling?
just yelling.
Oh, Hammerschmark. She's a movie star. She's put together,
I think that's
willing to
right.
fight against Nazis.
I think you're right.
So that's what I want.
Does Hayek count? That's not on this list, but her role in what is that Death Proof?
She's a vampire. You
No,
want
you
to date
think-
her?
No.
You want to
From
date
Dusk
her
Till
for
Dawn?
3
No,
years?
From Dusk Till Dawn.
That's
okay,
not
that's
a
not.
Tarantino movie.
She's a.
in
He's
it.
just
But
in
even
that
if it
movie,
were,
right?
she's a vampire.
Yeah,
So what are you
exactly.
She'll kill you by the end of the first night.
Also,
what the hell's wrong with you?
No day drinking.
Just Salma
No
Hayek.
Ren Fair.
Yeah, no, nothing.
I think this is. I'm going to give you a controversial one. The French woman with
Shoshana.
with Butch. No.
Fabian?
Yes.
Seven.
Yeah.
No,
I
she's
like
annoying.
her. I
She wants a
Yes,
don't
I said she was
know.
annoying. Dave didn't agree with me.
You know
yes.
what? Put her on my annoying list.
I don't want her on
She's
the Ferris wheel
annoying.
either.
Super annoying.
She wants a pop
You've
belly.
got the pot. I like that.
Shoshana, man. I want to Shoshana.
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 I mean, she's got some serious
some
issues
baggage.
owed to what she witnessed.
But I like that she got a
Au
fire.
revoir,
About her.
Shoshana.
She's got a fire about her, and she's cute too. I like her.
I know why you like her.
Why?
I'm not going to say why, but I.
She's attractive. Yes, you got me.
I would say maybe Oren Ishii.
Oh,
She's obviously super attractive.
Yes,
and
she
cuts
she's
people's heads off.
And she's powerful.
Yeah. So Shoshana.
Yeah.
The bride's are pretty badass too.
Nah.
Nah.
The name of the girl in the Crazy 88s with like the mace thing is Gogo Yubari, right?
yes.
Yes.
She's way up on the list of assassins.
Yes,
You wouldn't. I'm surprised, as a matter of fact, nobody mentioned her even
Well,
in who you wouldn't want hunting.
Now that we're saying that, we didn't pick Django for anything.
I did. I mentioned Django, didn't I?
You
we
mentioned,
did.
but I don't think you picked him, did you?
No, he went unpicked.
He went unpicked,
Because
undrafted.
I'm gonna say this. I don't want Django in a car ride with me, man.
Nah.
The guy's on edge.
The movie with the most characters that we selected was Inglourious Basterds. We selected 4 characters.
Yes.
New category. That was fun, and I feel like we could do that all over again. Just keep coming up with different categories and revisit this periodically in dead spots on the
game.
NFL calendar. Amin, in the meantime, new category: best movie you. Oh, you know what? Before I move on from Tarantino, one more place you would most want to hang out for a night or day on the. Let's say you have 2.5 hours to do with what you will. Go to a bar, have some drinks, have a meal somewhere. What location in Tarantino movies would you most want to hang out in? Yes, Mike.
Can I add a caveat?
Sure.
Can we remove plot points from it? Because some of these places look cool, but I wouldn't want to be like in that moment in time where they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The bar scene.
The bar
in
scene, that looks like
Inglourious
a cool
Basterds is
place.
what
It's
you're going to.
downstairs, very small, separate room, mom and daughter. I mean, dad and daughter type thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there during Nazi Germany.
I was going to say Nazi controlled
Yeah,
France.
not Nazi
I'm
France.
good.
Yeah,
I
don't
think I
wanna
have
be
the
there.
correct. I think I know the answer here, but go ahead, Amin.
Oh man, that's a good one. I would want to be at Butch's fight.
Wow.
I feels like it seemed like everyone was so into it. It looked like a fun scene. Except, I probably wouldn't be betting on the fight, knowing that Butch is going to take a fall. But yeah,
Zaz, any thoughts here?
Yeah, I got thoughts.
Mike Fuentes said he doesn't want to be in the Cellar Tavern. That's why you said that, right? Because you would get caught
At
in
that
the crossfire.
point in
Nazi
time,
France.
we would have a great time, Fuentes and I, hanging out in that bar.
I know, except that whether or not there's gunplay, active gunplay, it's a Nazi bar. You still want to hang out there?
No,
Nazi
not
bar?
when it's a
Well,
Nazi
it's
bar.
not a Nazi bar.
Modern
it was
day
in France. It was in France, so they're having.
But
to
it's
be
occupied France.
Right,
so
that's
so
what we're
all
saying.
Nazis in
We
there.
don't want it in occupied France. We want it now.
That's why I needed to know the caveat before I made my
So
decision.
round about 1947-ish.
yes.
that might be a little too soon.
Good call.
Once we've gotten rid of
maybe
the-
get them out a little
The
more.
Nazi
Maybe into the
scourge.
50s.
All right.
I would go to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I would go to the party. They were at that
You got
Hollywood
it.
party
At the Playboy Mansion?
where Steve McQueen is.
Yeah.
Like that's probably where I'd go.
I'm a man of the people. I could say that I would go in Pulp Fiction to, I'm not that much a man of the people. I was about to say I want to go to the diner because I like diner food and I like eating breakfast any time of the day. And the diner where Honey Bunny and Julie, everybody is. But instead, I'm going to go to the party that the Wolf is hanging out at when he catches the call. It's like what is it? Like 6:30, 7 a.m.
Exactly. And he
Everybody's
shows
in
up in a-
tuxedos.
I think it's a funeral. No.
No, he was at a
No,
party.
they're in tuxedos.
He's at a party.
You wear tuxedo to a funeral.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
And then he takes old girl out on a date after it, right?
He takes the girl from the junkyard.
junkyard,
Yeah.
yeah.
The daughter of. That's
gets
what tells about the character.
Monster Joe's truck and
Gets into
tow.
act-
Another cameo. She was the actor who played It's Pat from Saturday Night Live. I can't think of what her name is.
That's right.
You get an accurate NSX. That was the car.
Zaslow, best movie. This is now we're off of Tarantino.
No.
Well, but not entirely, because here's one more. You can only watch one of the two filmmakers' movies for the rest of your life, to the exclusion of the other filmmakers' movies. You never see another frame of one or the other's films. Quentin Tarantino or Paul Thomas Anderson? Go.
Tarantino.
Tarantino.
He's my
You want to
favorite.
think it through a little bit?
No, because he's my favorite. So if he's my favorite,
I love Tarantino too, but Paul Thomas Anderson, you're going to take some real good pictures off the shelf. I know Mike Fuentes is going to say Tarantino, right? Not even thinking about it.
I'm a big Nolan guy too.
Nolan.
Yeah, I like
Ooh,
Nolan.
Option
to
C.
me, Nolan would be a harder PTA. Get his ass up out of here.
Yeah.
Tarantino for sure. If you said Tarantino versus Nolan, then I have to sit and think for a minute.
Yeah.
Nolan, huh? Okay. I mean,
Outside of Tenet, I love every Nolan movie.
Yeah.
Like Tenet was terrible. It was.
Tenet. I dare you to tell me you understood Tenet.
No, I did.
I still
I'd be lying. I'd be lying if I told you I
still
did.
don't. I still
I watched an explainer video about it, and at the end, the guy's like,
Nah.
"Oh, in this scene,
Don't waste my
there's
time.
4 different Robert Pattinses." I was like, "What is happening? This is not supposed to be a thing."
No, that's a bad movie.
Yeah, it's. I think he even overcomplicated himself. I don't even think he knows what's happening. Oh,
There-
reverse entropy, and the bullet comes.
there
back.
has been too much. This is the way our society goes. There was too much praise delivered to and about one battle after another. So then, of course, when it gets boundless praise, then there has to be a percentage of people that rise up and say, overrated. And guess who one of those people is?
I'm
Amin.
raising my hand. Ball went off me, coach.
So that doesn't, I was going to ask you guys the best movie you've seen. It's a Shecky Award. Best movie you've seen in the past 12 months. Now, you're not limited to movies released.
Right.
You could watch it. It could be any movie. You could watch Empire Strikes Back in the last 12 months. Now it's eligible.
Right.
One battle after another among the new releases doesn't win for you?
For the new releases, we had this conversation the other day. Begonia for me was of the new releases.
Very
Begonia
good.
was the best new release movie I've seen. I loved it. It was like, this is exactly what I want to feel when I go to the movies. I told Dave, my barometer for like how good a movie is could I have come up with this story? And if I couldn't have come up with the story, then it's like, yo, you did it. It's the reason. One of the reasons I love Inception is one of my favorite movies of all time. Memento, one of my favorite movies of all time, because like I could never even begin to conceptualize any of this. Begonia easily. If we're talking about the best movie I've seen over the last 12 months, bar none, rewatches everything. It's The Godfather. I rewatched The Godfather because I watched.
I thought we were going with the movies we've seen for the first time.
No. Any movie you've seen.
Okay.
If it's a movie you've watched in the past 12 months, it counts.
Did the Godfather trilogy because I watched this series that had what's the kid's name from Whiplash?
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller, where it's about the making of The Godfather and all the like obstacles and hurdles in the making of this movie. And I watched it. It's a great series. I'm like, this is awesome. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back watch The Godfather. And you notice all these different things, like when Michael goes to the bathroom to get the gun to go shoot what's his name. Francis Ford Coppola purposely told the people like, yo, hide the gun. So that when Pacino comes in,
so you feel that
he's actually like the
like, whoa, is it there? Right?
Yeah, he's semi panicking because he's like, where the fuck is this gun? Right. So all of those little things, rewatching The Godfather made me appreciate it even more. It's such a great piece of cinema. That one's easily. I mean, I don't think
best thing and my favorite little touch in that movie, and obviously there are a million of them, is that Coppola uses no music when Michael comes out of the washroom with the gun. That instead it's just the emerging train, and you hear it get louder and louder as the Italian of who he's talking to goes down and down, and you just get in his head. It puts you into Corleone's head and how nervous he is in that moment. It's the best. Anyway, what's your answer there, Zaz?
Yeah, I'd probably go Godfather 2. Like, I watched it recently. It was Dawn, and I watched it, and I mean, that movie's as good as it gets.
The movie I introduced myself to after all these years that I just flipped for, people always told me I would. Double Indemnity. You ever see the Billy Wilder classic?
No, I've never seen Double Indemnity.
Oh, you're in for a treat at your earliest convenience. Fred McMurray. Oh, it's just a gem of a picture. Any thoughts behind the glass there, fellas, real quick?
Yeah, so I'm not going to go with any movie because I've seen Inglourious Basterds recently, and that's my favorite movie. But movie I watched for the first time, I had never seen the Rockies, and I watched Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 last summer. And I watched. Oh, I haven't gotten around to 3 and all those yet.
Three's the best one.
Hockey came back and baseball and all this. I got busy. Rocky 1 and 2 and The Birdcage as well. The Birdcage instantly became one of my favorite movies when I watched it.
Birdcage is good.
Yeah, I'm a big Robin Williams guy. Birdcage is a great movie.
All right, next time we convene a movie session here, I think we start with what Amin just said, which is that Rocky 3 is the best of the movie. Well, I mean, it's not the best one.
The best of the Rockies?
Yeah, it's not the best Rocky.
Yeah, it's the best Rocky, man.
I mean, 2 is the best one.
No.
That's what I say. 2 is the best one.
I could not believe that 2 was better than 1. I literally couldn't believe it when I watched 2. And it is. I watched 2 and I'm like, how was that possibly
Creed's
better
life
than
is
1?
turned upside down.
Unbelievable.
Also, not a lot of movie franchises where the second movie is better than the first. But The Godfather is one of them.
Terminator.
No,
Star
not
Wars.
true.
Terminator is
Star Wars.
Terminator is definitely one. Star Wars is another one.
And then the third one is even better than the second one. That's my hot take.
What?
I like 6 better
Empire
than 5.
Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie of all time. Please.
I like Return of the Jedi. It's no.
I do, but it's not better than Empire.
That's the 5th one is better than the first one. So
That's a good point.
A little complicated.
Yeah, the best Star Wars movie is the 5th one in chronological order if watching from
Two Towers, a lot of people make a case
Also
as
better.
being better than
Also better.
Fellowship of the Rings. But listen, we could do another hour easy here. In the meantime, Jonathan Zaslow Show 2.0. This is just the tip of the iceberg with him. Listen to him on the Le Batard Show all the time, like I just said. His, what was I going to call it, a titular show? Show?
It depends on how big they are.
Sure.
Eponymous show, right? Zaslow Show 2.0, and then Amin Elhassan. Cinephile.
Not Cinephile. That's a different show.
Cinephobe.
What's Cinephobe?
Cinephobe is the podcast where Zach Harper and I watch movies that are poorly rated on Rotten Tomatoes and try to ascertain whether they were accurately rated or maybe they didn't get a fair shake. It's produced by Anthony Mays. You get it wherever you get podcasts.
Basketball Illuminati as well. And Pablo Torre finds out, and Amin teamed up to study something that I am fascinated by, and I cannot wait to watch
Point
this.
shaving.
Point shaving. How does it work? How do you do it successfully? It's a lot easier to say we gotta win, but we can't win by more than 6.5. And how do you do that without risking losing the game for your team? These are things I'm looking forward to finding out. Fellas, great thanks for showing up today.